It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime, Geno Jones Showtime. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago right now, 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles and on the West Coast. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, like, binge watch all my back episodes. Yes, binge watch all my back episodes, and please leave your comments in the comments section right here on my YouTube channel. All right. So we had some technical issues yesterday, so it was the best of the Geno Jones Show. So a couple programming notes off the top. So there's going to be, now this Friday, which is going to be November 22nd, we are probably looking at an early start time, possibly, or maybe no live show, the best of. Now, live show next week, Thanksgiving week, which is a week from tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, 8 days away. So it's going to be a live show next Monday, live show next Tuesday, live show Thanksgiving Eve edition. Obviously, no live show on Thanksgiving Day, no live show on the day after, which is Black Friday, unless I decide to do something special. But I'll let you know. So as of now, next week, live show, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No live show on Thanksgiving Day. No live show on the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, unless, but it's my company, my media company, my show. So like I said, I may come up with a surprise. And this Friday, so we're looking at earlier start time, possibly. Looking at an earlier start time, maybe 2 hours early. Instead of 6:30, maybe 4:30, or no live show, but we'll keep you posted. But I'm here today, and I'll be here on Thursday. So shout out to everybody. So listen, I want to do something off the top of the Geno Jones Show. Is brought by the Crate Group. The Crate Group is a nonprofit organization that has been doing great work here in the community for decades now. Kendrick Bannister, Al, we call him, it's like a nickname, a second name, Kendrick Al Bannister. And shout out to Kendrick Bannister and his daughter, Allison. Allison, who was down at Spelman in Atlanta doing her thing. I'm so proud of her. They were going to be my guest on the show, but we had some technical issues going on. So they will be on the show, but I want to talk about the Crate Group. They are big supporters and a huge sponsor. So the Geno Jones Show brought to you today, this week, and next week by the Crate Group. They're having a Thanksgiving dinner in the Ridgeville community, which is north of downtown Charleston. It's one of the surrounding communities. The Crate Group sponsoring a big Thanksgiving dinner. So if you live here in the Charleston Metro, especially if you live in the Ridgeville town of Ridgeville, it's going to be a Thanksgiving dinner this Sunday, November 24th. So they're going to be giving everybody basically love boxes. That's what they call them, giving love boxes to the community, first come, first serve. That's going to be this Sunday. So big shout out to Kendrick Al Bannister, to his wife, all of his family, his daughter Allison, who's like a spokesperson for the Crate Group. So we're going to get them back on. So they're having a Thanksgiving dinner this Sunday, November 24th. So you don't want to miss that, all right? It's going to be the town of Ridgeville, the town hall. It's going to be something special going on. And, because this thing just changed. So last year I had the honor to host, they have like a Hollywood-style black tie gala in the middle of December. As a matter of fact, this year is going to be on my mother's birthday, December 15th. Last year was like 2 days after my mom's birthday, but this year is going to be on December 15th. It's going to be, so what I want you to do, because I'm doing this in real time, on my phone because the enemy would have it. I already had it pulled up, and it disappeared. There we go. But this event, this Black Tie Gala is really, it's amazing. I had the honor to host it last year, and it's Hollywood. They had the red carpet. Everybody's got like they're going to the Academy Awards. It's that kind of vibe. You know, tuxes, black tie. The ladies had on their dresses, and it's really a wonderful event. And it's been going on, but this is the second year that I had the honor. Here it is, right? That's what I was looking for. It is the Low Country meets the Oscars, the awards gala on December 15th, which is my mother's birthday. So you can get your tickets. It's important that you get these tickets because, like I said, the Crate Group, they do so much. And anybody that knows Kendrick Bannister knows that this brother, there was a term like the old people used to use, he's like the salt of the earth. It just means that he's just a beautiful person, beautiful spirit, giving heart. And the Crate Group, that's like their mission. Just always giving to the community, supporting those. And Kendrick does a lot of stuff for a lot of people just on his own dime, out of his own pocket. And I'm just keeping it real. So I ain't putting his business out in the street, but he's the kind of man, brother doesn't brag on himself. So that's what he got us for. People who know the kind of person he is, that knows the kind of man that he is, the foundation, his character and everything, him and his entire family, beautiful family. So the Low Country meets the Oscars. It's the annual awards gala. It's going to be Sunday, December 15th in Somerville. I think it's at the, I'm doing this. I'm looking at the flyer on my phone. So there was a hotel. As a matter of fact, this is what you can do. I'm going to give you a number, 843-900-7904, 843-900-7904. Go to their website, the Crate Group, CRATE.org, O-R-G, www. Come on, there you go. I rebuke you, Satan, because the devil's always busy, isn't he? 2 days in a row, he tried to get busy. But we are rebuking you in the name of, so my mother said, rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. So go to thecrategroup.org. That is their website, thecrategroup.org. There you go. Yes, the Crate Group, the Crate Group. So that's CRATEGROUP, THECRATEGROUP, thecrategroup.org. That's their website. You can purchase your tickets right now. When the show is over, go to thecrategroup.org, get your tickets for the Low Country meets the Oscars, the awards gala. It was amazing, off the chain last year. And basically, they give awards to, I like to call unsung heroes, people who are really doing the work and that has been doing, unsung heroes that have been putting in the work, working with young people, working with elderly people, working with those who are unhoused, down on their luck. And there's so many organizations that's doing some great work supporting the community and the culture. And so this awards gala recognizes these unsung heroes that the normal media don't pay attention to. Like I said, now we realize that we're all we got. For us, by us. We are all we got, but the truth is, we are really all we need. We come together like the Avengers, supporting everything from black farmers, let's buy some land, black-owned banks, black-owned grocery stores, transportation companies, black-owned manufacturing companies, black-owned hospitals, health clinics, black-owned investment companies, so we can learn how to manage and grow our wealth, because we control 3.1 trillion. Did you hear what I said? Black Americans, we control our spending power. You spend $3.1 trillion with a T. That's a lot of money. That's an incredible amount of power, spending economic power. But we don't have that type of wealth. So we got to grow wealth. So we got to support and help start up more black-owned investment companies, those in the world of finance that can teach us just the basics on how to not just save, but invest. You don't have to necessarily, be like a Wall Street dude. You don't even need, listen, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, because shout out to, my family back in Chicago, my cousin Greg Alston, who so his career, so he worked for like 30 plus years. He was a UPS driver, and he's also a designer. He's been a designer. That was his major in high school. We went to high school together. So anyway, he has done very well, incredibly well, in the stock market. But it was one of his customers years ago taught him how to get a newspaper and just buy stocks. He talked about, start off, where do you spend your money? Wherever you spend, if you spend a lot of money on like Air Jordans, then you need to have some stock in Nike. I spend too much money at Publix, which I'm gonna have to stop because they supported Orange Hitler. But where do you spend your money? That's where you should invest in. Companies that you at least get some of your money back. That was just a basic rule, and it made so much sense. Black-owned media companies, not just my media company. I know Roland Martin. We need more black-owned media companies, black-owned real estate companies, and mortgage companies, black-owned finance companies, and venture capitalists, where we can invest into each other, support each other's businesses, small, medium, and large. Invest into entrepreneurs. Maybe they can't get a loan from, Wells Fargo or Bank of America or Chase. So we have to be our own Bank of America and Chase and Wells Fargo. Or let's go ahead and, back in the day, I remember my grandfather taught me a lesson. He borrowed some money. Now, he didn't need the money, but he wanted to teach me a lesson how it was important that you say your word is bond. That means if you give a person your word, honor that commitment. Your word is bond. If you give somebody your word that you're going to do something, do it. And if for whatever reason you can't, then get in front of it and explain it and say, listen, something happened. I can't do it today. I can't give it back to you today, but I will give it to you. I give you my word. I will give it to you on X date. And my grandfather, called some relatives on the other side of town, borrowed like $20, and we took two buses, almost a 2 hour. It took 2 hours, almost a good hour and a half, to get all the way across town. We visited his relatives, and they were like, "Oh, Cousin Conway, you need $20. I only got 5 or 10, but let me call around." And I'll never forget this because I witnessed it. That one of our cousins, she called around because it was a neighborhood where you had several families that were related, like first, second cousins, all within like a little 4-block radius. And she called around, and they anteed up. And now I guess it would be like people have a GoFundMe, but it wasn't a GoFundMe page. It was GoFund Cousin Conway because he needed $20. And they called around, and they got some folks came over. Hey, Cousin Conway, I got $10. How you doing? So they came up with the $20, and so they gave it to my grandfather. And he promised him, he said, all right, next Tuesday, I'll give it back to you. A week later, that Tuesday, we got up with my grandfather, got on 59th Street bus, rode it to 59th in California, got on the route number 94, California bus, took it all the way to the other side of town, and he gave his cousin, our cousin, back the same $20 that they had loaned him a week earlier. And they were like, well, Cousin Conway, are you sure? Are you okay? If you need to keep the money, we'll be okay. You sure? You don't need to keep it? You don't need it? And the lesson that he was teaching me was that your word is your bond. So that's the way we got to operate. We got to really honor each other's and honor a commitment. If you give somebody your word, that should mean something. That's what he was teaching me, especially back in the day, a man that was born in rural Mississippi, Yazoo City, Mississippi in 1888 and escaped Jim Crow and avoided being lynched and murdered or hung. And he quit school in the 3rd grade to get a job. Think about it. In the 3rd grade, he quit school to get a job to help his mom take care of him and his younger brothers. And he taught himself how to sew, and he made suits and dresses in a day without a pattern. I know this because the sound of the sewing machine used to put me to sleep because we had to share a bedroom, and we lived on the 2nd floor. They called it a 2-flat apartment building. Basically, it was a big building, and the landlord rent out the 1st floor, 2nd floor, and the basement. We were on the 2nd floor. And my grandmother and my mother were in the front bedroom. My grandfather and I shared the middle bedroom, and my 2 sisters were in the back. And he had these 2 giant professional-sized Singer sewing machines. And that was the sound of that motor. And so I guess I just learned how the sound of that motor put me to sleep. Because I guess I had to learn how to go to sleep with that engine. It sounded like a car engine. The sound of that motor, sewing machine motor, would put me to sleep. And he would make a suit or a dress custom fit perfectly with no pattern, literally in a day. In less than 24 hours, you would have a new suit made to order, fit perfectly, or a new dress that fits you perfectly, like somebody poured you into the suit or the dress. So, but your word is your bond. That meant that back in the day, that was all he had. Rural Mississippi, he didn't have money. He quit school and still to this day was the wisest person that I've ever known, Conway Jones. But the lessons that he taught me and that my grandmother taught me, and I'm sure many of you all have grandparents or great-grandparents that were able to build wealth and buy land or a home or start a business, because we've started businesses and we've had, communities burn them down and bomb them, and then we've rebuilt them. So we got the blueprint. 2024 going into 2025 is just 1877, the end of Reconstruction. When we as Black Americans make progress, then, the other forces, the racism and white nationalist hate, evil forces, along with the misogyny and sexism, they rejected that. That's a whole different story. So I don't want to go down that rabbit, because I've gone down that rabbit hole. But the point I'm trying to make is that for us, by us, that's the name of the, actually, FUBU company. I talked about this. I've been talking about it a lot. It was an apparel company, ironically, talking about clothes, 4 brothers, 4 black men, New York. One is brother Damon John that you see on Shark Tank. Same shit with Mark Cuban. They started this company, FUBU. FUBU is an acronym. An acronym means a word where each letter represents a different word. FUBU, F-U-B-E-U, F-U-B-U. For us, by us, F-U-B-U, FUBU. So that's our motto, for us, by us. We are all we got, but we really are all we need. Come together. We got to focus on us, because we can only control what you can't control other people, but you can control ourselves, and can control our health. Make sure that we are eating right. I can hear my daughter like, all right, Dad, no chips, no Mountain Dew, and waffle fries. I need to stay away from Chick-fil-A anyway, because they supported oppression and dictatorship. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have a list. I already have the list. I'm just not gonna mention it tonight. But there's a list of companies who voted for freedom and for equality and for people to have rights, for women to have the reproductive freedom to determine what to do with their bodies. So that's another show. I'll talk about that. But anyway, shout out to the companies like Costco that voted for freedom as opposed to oppression and dictatorship. And companies like Chick-fil-A that supported and gave money to the candidate that wanted to oppress you. We got to spend our money. We got to be very smart and strategic with our money. If you don't support freedom and if you don't support like true equality, if you have given your money and supported a person that wants to oppress people, that supports white nationalism and hatred and bigotry, then you are not getting my money and you shouldn't get our dollars. Why should we spend money with a company that will take our money and give that to people in power who would oppress us? That don't make no sense. All right, I'm just saying. So, but make sure you support the Crate Group, www.thecrategroup.org. Shout out to everybody watching me live. Of course, my #1 fan. Hello, Mother, how are you? And everybody else watching, please, when I'm on camera live, I have a live chat room. If you got a question or a comment or whatever, jump in the chat room, say hi, let me know that you're watching. Wherever you are watching, you got a question, you want to start an argument, that's okay. I do this, okay? So come with it, have fun. Trust me, talk to the folks in my family. Oh, I do this for a living, and I'm pretty damn good at it. There's probably only one person on the planet that can beat me at this, and ironically, that's my baby girl, my 23-year-old daughter, Allie. So show it to her. You'll get all the smoke with the receipts. All right, but I want to thank everybody for watching live, all right? And please leave your comments in the comment section. Now, before I get out of here, I got some great news. If you are a fan of Denzel Washington, like I am, his Equalizer movies that I love, good news. Apparently, Denzel Washington says there's going to be an Equalizer 4 and Equalizer 5. All right, Denzel, do your thing. And then he said he's going to play Hannibal in a movie. It's going to be, I think that movie's going to be on Netflix. There are 2 other movies, and then I think he said, no, I don't think I read it. He's going to play Othello, and he's going to play Hannibal. Now, these are roles that Denzel played way back in the day on Broadway. Because what you may not know, and a lot of people don't know, that Denzel Washington's career began on the stage, Broadway, the theater. That's really his roots. And then he became he was a TV star for a while and big movie star. Now he's one of the greatest actors ever in the history of humankind. So, and I'm a huge fan of the whole Equalizer franchise. So get ready. Can't tell you when. They didn't give us a date, but there's going to be Equalizer 4 and Equalizer 5. So he said, listen, I'm doing it because people want me to get the bad guys. They want, because they can't get the bad guys, they want me to get the bad guys. That was a quote from Denzel. So he says, so I say, I'll get them. Just wait right there. I'll be right back. Sounds like Denzel. So shout out to brother Denzel Washington. Happy birthday, everybody. Celebrating a birthday. So rapper Future has got a birthday today. Now, I had a lot of birthdays on the 19th, which was yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do because I didn't get a chance to do the show live because of technical difficulties. R&B singer from the 2000s, Lil Mo, 46 yesterday. Happy birthday. Also, R&B star from the group Escape, Tamika Scott, 49 yesterday. Tap dancer, legendary tap dancer, Savion Glover, 51 on Tuesday. Happy birthday. Miss Erica Alexander from one of my favorite TV shows of all times, from back in the 90s, Living Single. She was Maxine Shaw on Living Single, and she was Pam on The Cosby Show in the early 90s, from 90 to 92. Did y'all know that Maxine from Living Single was on the Cosby? If you're a Cosby fan, you remember Pam from The Cosby Show, and then you saw her in Living Single. You're like, hey, that's Pam from The Cosby Show. Now, Maxine from Living Single. Erica Alexander, she was double nickel. She turned the double nickel on Tuesday, 55. And from the same Living Single show, one of my favorite TV shows, sitcoms as they call them, situation comedies of all time, the brother, he was, I'm Kyle Barker. You know, with that love-hate kind of thing that he had going on with Maxine's character, Terrence T.C. Carson, native of Chicago. T.C., 66 on Tuesday. Happy birthday, brother T.C. Carson, brother Kyle Barker. Him and Maxine they was hot and cold. They couldn't keep their hands off each other. Then they couldn't stand each other. They couldn't keep their hands off each other, and they couldn't be around each other. So he was one of them crazy relationships. And TV sportscaster, legendary TV sportscaster. He was like Michael Jordan's like dude. Like it was, for a minute I said, is you like Michael's personal assistant? No shade, Ahmad. He used to play in the NFL. His name then was, back in the day, Bobby Moore. Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad Rashad is 75. He was 75, turned 75 on Tuesday. So happy birthday to, as Nelly would say, everybody that celebrated a birthday on Tuesday and celebrating a birthday today, the rapper Future. So thank you, everybody, for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles and on the West Coast. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to this channel right here. That's how you spell it. Just search it on YouTube. Tell them to search the Geno Jones Show right there on YouTube. Subscribe, share it, copy and paste the link. You can tag people, share it on their page, tag their page, copy and paste the link in a text message, in an email, however you do it. Heck, stamp it on your forehead. You get a tattoo with the what URL address, just the Geno Jones Show on YouTube. But anyway, so tell everybody to do that for me. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, chop it up, make it go viral, right? Like, binge watch all my back episodes, and when you get through binge watching, make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch evening, weekend, Thanksgiving holiday. You know what? I know you got football games on, but you want to take a break? Don't talk politics and have to cut somebody out, throw them out the house. Just cut on the Geno Jones Show and make it a Geno Jones Show Thanksgiving, Black Friday binge watch weekend right here on my YouTube channel. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channel too. And please, or in my James Brown voice, please, leave your comments in the comment section right here for this and every episode. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. Check him out on IG, Instagram, KELBECUTTINUP, Kelby Cutting Up, because Kelby Cutting Up. Allie Jones is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for this show. She is also a fashion designer, future superstar. You can check out Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection, LX.NCL_LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ that little dash after the second L. And finally, also shout out to Bruce Gage, also wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. Check him out on Instagram, Mario Uomo. Now, Uomo is spelled with a U. It's an Italian surname, so it's Mario, M-A-R-I-O. Uomo is U like umbrella, O like Oprah, M like Mary, O like umbrella. I said O like Oprah, I want to say. So it's U like umbrella, O like Oprah, M like Mary, O like opera, Mario Uomo, and also Flyball. Check out his Flyball collection. All that is on his Mario Uomo page. Once again, thank you everybody for watching live. If you missed any of the episode, go back and watch it. and binge watch all my back episodes. So once again, programming note before I sign off. Thursday, tomorrow, or if you're watching me Thursday, maybe you're watching the show, because this show that's on live right now, going on 7 o'clock, I'm recording it in real time. So a lot of times, if you couldn't watch it in real time live, you may be watching it maybe early Thursday morning, like Wednesday night, Thursday morning, or maybe you can't sleep, or maybe at work Thursday morning. So anyway, there'll be a live show on Thursday, November 21st. So there's either going to be a special start time of 4:30, or it'll be no live show and the best of the Geno Jones Show. Next week, live show. Monday, live show. Next Tuesday, live show. Next Wednesday, no live show on Thanksgiving. That Thursday, no live show on Black Friday, unless, because I got something special in mind, and I might kick it off on Black Friday. But I'll let you know, because it's my show, my company. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I see folks still tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you missed some of the show, it was a great monologue. The Geno Jones Show is brought to you by the Crate Group. They're having a big Thanksgiving dinner out in the town of Ridgeville, South Carolina. It's just north of downtown Charleston. So if you live in that area, anybody, it's going to be this Sunday at the Ridgeville Town Hall. It's going to start, I believe it starts at 2 p.m. Let me just check, doing it in real time. Go all the way back up. There we go. Start time starts 2 p.m. The Ridgeville Town Hall. And then also the big annual, they got the awards gala. It's going to be December 15th. The Low Country meets the Oscars award gala in Somerville. Go to the crategroup.org. The enemy is just so busy. Satan, I'm rebuking you, dude. I told you, I don't mess with you. The Crate Group, I'm doing this in real time on camera. The crategroup.org. There you go. THECRATE, thecrategroup.org. There you go. That's a crate, like I said, THECRATE group, GROUP.org. Get your tickets now. Get a table. Don't just get the tickets, get a table. You don't want to miss it. I'll be there again this year. I had the honor of being a co-MC along with Kendrick Bannister's son, one of his sons. So shout out to Kendrick Bannister and his wife and the entire Bannister family and the Crate Group and Miranda Nichols and all that family. So thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you live Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.